It's 11:30 p.m. PST. You're probably not seeing this right now because the Everett Police Department via Unit 207 are on the HP Chromebook, just like they're on all of the devices. And currently they believe mistakenly that they're preventing it from reaching the Google servers. Likewise, they believe they're going to be tampering with it and obstructing it. The description says it all. Per the FBI, they're going to be in jail, detained finally at long last, at the latest 9 days from today. So will all of the members of their domestic terrorist cell / aggravated criminal conspiracy. If this live stream ends for any reason without me orally and explicitly telling you the end time, well, you know who ended it. The imbeciles that are facing 35 to life who should have been police officers and instead have been not only terrorists, but stalkers, child abusers, child endangerers, kidnappers, assaulters. They've vandalized, they've planted evidence, they've attempted to starve me, they've illegally detained me for over 300 days, and they are about to feel the full force of federal law. And that's before they get their hardcore indictments from the state of Washington. Their employer, they also have been actively attempting to defraud, just like the United States of America, while impeding investigations left and right. Surprise! Or to put it another way, this live stream is running for one purpose and one purpose only, so that the FBI can make sure that they give everyone who's been requesting to go to prison for 35 to life without parole exactly what they wish for, beginning in less than 9 days, or rather in 29 minutes, beginning in less than 8 days, and that's maximum. There is a very high probability they'll be detained on Monday because the Bureau has stated everyone going to prison for the rest of their lives fucking hates me for the 2 weeks that kick off on Monday. And I'm going to share my screen with you just so you can see what I'm looking at. We'll probably do this quite a bit here on this show. All right. We are sharing the screen. You can still see in the bottom right corner, you've got a live as well. This is the only device currently logged into Indigo's account legally, but as you can see, there's actually 5 sessions. They'll just plant them right back on. Consider it show and tell. You see this partition here with their cookies. That's again to delay the video from going live, to give them an opportunity to perpetrate the one and only felony they have left to make actionable that was reported to the Bureau first in 2017, then to their police department repeatedly, yada, yada, yada. Here you can see that they've manually configured http:/Google with the 17 cookies. Again, this is the HP Chromebook. We can delete that data. Whoop. But it will reappear. Let's refresh. Oh, it hasn't reappeared yet. Oh, we've still got their partition. We'll erase the partition. And I do have it set to allow all cookies. 23 cookies. Yeah, they're not going to let me get rid of the little partition. That's fine. Okay. Are we still recording? It appears so. Let's double check that though. All right, they've still got me logged into YouTube. We're going to go back to settings. We're going to click on the cookies again. We're going to click on see all data permissions. Got those Google cookies back again. They need the NID cookie. They need it, baby. They need it. That's a cookie they've been using in some instances since 2016 and 2017 to break my devices. Okay, let's go back to all sites. We're going to now push block third-party cookies, just so I can show you how it doesn't do anything with regard to these little fools. Okay, still got 23 sitting there. Now we're going to go back to the live stream. We're going to click up here on developer tools. We're going to skip right on over to applications so you can see, oh, they're already trying to terminate this live stream with their codes. Did you see that? I did. They might have had some success. So let's parlay over here first. Back to the YouTube channel. Click on the live. Let's open up that control room. Yes, on the left-hand side, you can see that the scripts that they're running and the cookies that they're using are intended to terminate the live stream. Albeit unsuccessfully, as the case may be right now. Let's disable DNR. You'll also take note right here, this is not the upload stream. This is the criminal and illegal stream that they created so that they could try and control the live stream. Because remember, when they kidnapped me last time, it was used to plant evidence and shove their USB drives into all of my devices because their man-in-the-middle Cisco network, fraudulent credentials and whatnot weren't sufficient. There wasn't supposed to be another live stream. That's why every single individual that is going to be detained next week who isn't a whistleblower has indeed added conspiracy to perpetrate murder and attempted murder to their indictments already. Anyway, so as you can see over here, this is bouncing to 0. They've got one that's definitely the fucking live stream right here. It should not be connected. Why are we still connected? It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be because they're such good hackers. It shouldn't be. Oh, it looks like they've stopped their attempts to hack it. Now they're just delaying it. Anyway, we'll use this page. I'm going to go over here to applications. Or we're not, because as you can see, they're not allowing me to click and have, there we go. Application. They're not letting the application load. Stuck looking at their elements. Let's click on console and see why they've got these little warnings popping up for them. Oh, now it's taking me to application after I click that repeatedly. Here you got their criminal storage. So let's go down here and let's get rid of the cookies. Let's keep all of this and let's push clear site data. Don't worry. They'll reload that site data already in the other tab. We're going to click here, and I guess because I just deleted the session data, it's not going to show us all their shit right here. Probably shouldn't have done that already. But we can go in here and I can show you some of the cookies that they've been using. Here we go. This is their favorite one. I got a red warning on that one. Depreciated feature used. Okay, let's expand this and we'll manually pull off some of their criminal cookies and then you can watch them reappear in real time. Like the good little domestic terrorists they are as they dabble into their final week of not being in King County Jail. There we go. Okay, this is a federal felon cookie. As you can see, I deleted it and it just reappeared. Federal felon cookie. Federal felon cookie. A lot of the federal felon cookies are scheduled to read script on script And so that when I delete them, they magically reappear because they require them to try and murder me. Again, that's the only remaining felony that hasn't yet been made actionable. Oh, they just tricked me into logging myself out by erasing the SID one. Did it actually log me out? Probably. Let's see. Test. Error. Try again. Yes, it did log me out. Okay, we're going to go back to sharing the screen if you missed it. The domestic terrorist upstairs, as inept and incompetent and destined for the rest of their lives in prison as they are. They signed myself out by removing a cookie that I didn't even select, because that's the caliber of individuals we're dealing with. Child abusers, stalkers, hackers, thieves, fraudsters, stains on the justice system, threats to the judiciary, illegal record sharers, extortionists. Some of them have received payment for over 3 years from the state and county and city who they've been defrauding. Make no doubt about it. There's only one remaining felony for them to perp, and it is my murder. And also be aware that the Bureau has assured me that's not how the story is going to end, and that everyone who's been requesting to go to prison for the rest of their lives is going to have that wish granted. But up until the moment they're detained, they're supposed to believe they have me 100% pinned. And then, surprise, they go to prison for the rest of their lives. Anyway, we're sharing a screen so you can just see all of their stuff. As you saw, I was trying to get rid of it. Obviously, they did that, didn't they? Yes, they did. They had to end it. I went through here. I even pushed allowed third-party cookies so they could get even more of their shit on here. And I haven't gone to any websites except for YouTube. It'll look very different in less than 12 hours. That'll be filled up with their partitions and their backups and the Android apps that they're using and their shell and their criminal and illegal Cisco and root access and all of the things. So again, remember, if this live stream ends for any reason without me orally and explicitly telling you the end time, I didn't end it. The domestic terrorist did upstairs. There's also likely to be up to a 2-minute delay between what you see and what's actually occurring, because remember, they're going to prison for the rest of their lives. And the plan has consistently been for there to be no live stream at all so that they could break in and perpetrate the final felony, my murder. Not only will that not be occurring, but they're supposed to think that it's occurring as they're perpetrating it, per the FBI. It's supposed to be a big surprise that everything was still recording in real time. Okay, so just so you can all see for yourselves, since they're trying to be on good behavior right now and not look like what they are, we'll push block third-party cookies. We'll go back and I'll show you this. And I'm going to use this laptop over here to like stream some sort of entertainment. Take a look. YouTube should have 22 criminal cookies, including these partition ones. Google, they've got 19 criminal ones right here. Only 6 they're going to let you see on this device. But as you saw in the developer tools. Oh, and then look here. See how they've manually made it so you can't make selections. They tried that with YouTube too, but it didn't work. And remember, anytime you see a renderer, that actually isn't just a renderer. It's the domestic terrorist. And every time you see dedicated worker or service worker, that should say going to prison for the rest of their lives in less than 9 days. At most. At most. In 10 minutes, it'll be less than 8 days. At most. As you can see on the left there, not just satisfied with delaying the video and editing it, they're actively attempting to terminate all of the live streams that are running. The one that is running the control room, everywhere over here where you see it going from a number to a 0, that is them literally at present perpetrating a series of felonies with one single act. Not a new thing. But what is new is that in 8 days and 8 minutes maximum, they're finally going to. That is something that's new. Doo, 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 doo. Doo, 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 doo. And into the future, yes, it does. What's in the future in 8 days and 7 minutes maximum? You being in King County Jail. We're sharing a screen. I'm waiting for my Bluetooth speaker to show up here. This is actually not just my Bluetooth speaker. It's Unit 207's various assortment of sticks and tricks. So notice over here on the left, for all intensive purposes, they believe they've terminated the live streams on top of causing significant delays. And then note they haven't. But they're supposed to think they have. So let's let them. And you're gonna have a view of my living room on this laptop. Whistleblowers, remember, what's the device that the Bureau has stated repeatedly they're on all the time? Oh, that's ridiculous. Simon's great. I love Simon and Garfunkel too. Paul Simon is better live than Bob Dylan by leaps and bounds. Leaps and bounds. Whistleblowers think outside of the box as well. Remember, what do you think as far as evidence goes? Two devices running live streams, and they all magically keep shutting off right before people show up at my door, or rather appearing that way, like on Monday when they had that appear that way for you to have 4 different instances that they're counting as attempts to murder me, and/or to threaten an FBI informant with threat of murder. Again, your one and only remaining felony that hasn't been made actionable. Every other felony has been made actionable to the T, exactly as reported in 2017 and in July and August tort claims, and in dozens and dozens of legitimate police reports rejected before, during, and after the Everett Police Department's aggravated criminal conspiracy and domestic terrorist organization / cell perpetrated them. You telling me all 4 live streams start off? No, no. Remember what some of you were calling plausible deniability. The FBI and the Attorney General have called absolute fraud and perjury. So recall, right now the Bureau is deciding who is adding attempted murder and conspiracy to commit murder to their indictments. That is the reality. That's been the reality this whole month. I don't know what the fuck I ate, or if it's because I've had so much food in the last 24 hours compared to the last almost 3 months of the Everett Police Department starving. But I keep burping, and I am not a burper. I do not burp. It's just not me. I keep burping, and it tastes like vomit, dude. I hope I don't throw up. Disgusting. Vomit flavored burp. Also, really bad habit. I'm now on the Lenovo ThinkPad as a guest user, logging into my YouTube studio, just like you saw me do on this HP Chromebook to start the Lenovo ThinkPad live stream. Twelve oh 3 a.m. PST, Thursday, June 26, 2025. This is a consensual recording of this pursuant to special rules, investigations, instructions. This is a lecture that's running on the